called Live Theatre, yeah? To hear from you and to hear your impressions, your responses to the work as it brings into this place, okay? So, immediately following, probably not immediately, following the stage reading, we'll take about a minute, stretch our legs, and then jump right into a focused talk back, wherein I get to be the facilitator and ask a few questions to try to gather your impressions, your responses, your reactions to the piece that you've just heard. So you are now a part of a very important process in this whole emergence of this new work of art. So please stay, please join us. It'll be about maybe 25 minutes long, something like that. Okay? Other logistical things, this is a 50-minute piece, no intermission. And I would ask that everyone grab a hold of your cell phones now and do put them on airplane mode, not just on silent, but on airplane mode. This room is so live that even the vibration of the text coming in will buzz. You'll hear the sound and it'll dig into what's happening up here. So, and I think that's about it. So, without further ado, Conjure the cycle in 3 parts.
By the secret house, the lilacs unfurl wild fingers of scent. A handful of bees return for their long-ago queen. What compels you to put your lips against the roar of pulsing spring? And if I breathe you in for another season, must I make a pact once again with the living? A pact to keep this queen close, her workers and the hive closer? Done. The hive hovers near the worker, almost clawing at her. Light explodes around them. Seams of sweet larvae. You all start out with such luscious potential, but not really. Don't kid yourselves. Were you fertilized? Did she feed the one next to you just a little bit more? There are signs, you know. I still hear her gentle buzz and nuzzle against a blanket of wax and pollen. Special, she whispered. Special, special, special. We are tribe Apini, genus Apis, species Mellifera. You should know where you come from. And that one, she carried out the diseased and wounded in our sleep. No need to disturb the pleasant dreams of her tiny tears of Ra. But just in case you thought you were different, that she loves you more, look around. Where is she now? Where is she now, this queen so wanted?
It's a bitch, quite frankly. Being an old queen, the workers start to smell you differently. They move in frantic fashion, grooming potential replacements, glorious girls, all ripe, royal jelly-filled. We were them once. All flight, fire, full-bellied and beautiful. Still you hover. Still I hum. Your constant wings whisper. Come, my darling, there's work to be done.
The hive moves closer.
I am the altar of complicated sacrifice.
I am the altar for all you would put
before me.
I am the altar strewn with bodies and blood,
With tequila and wine.
with small and talented stones. I am the altar between your teeth, if you only bite down.
I am the altar you wrap yourself around and brush your lips against.
I am the altar you kneel before you say you are afraid. Pull away, like delicate feathers between unburdened legs. I am the altar of gentle things.
Of your hand in my hand, in my hand.
I am the altar of what you never had.
this gathering of nectar business.
Let's be blunt, shall we? I will always sit just slightly outside of the realm of possibility, and I sting. So don't provoke me. You give me the nectar of the daffodils, because God forbid you feel something? Too showy, too perfectly petaled, overbred. Yet each day you are far from me. I lick the last drops like I have wanted to lick your tears. And I pretend that you didn't just say, please don't die while I'm away. I will not die while you're away.
Pull your golden collar tight against your ebony-dyed hair, tilted chin and nose, pointed and perfect profile, always glamorous, something desired. You have counted on this. I am the closest worker, allowed to hear your delicate breath and heartbeat hum, growing slower as the years part before us in elegant amber waves. I know all your secrets. When you stir at night, restless and alert to youth yawning and stretching in silent slumber, they are devoted now, but something primal will turn in them, a need to take you down. Hush. I will hold your fear in fingers that have touched your fingers, your forehead, your slight frame. And when you go, and when you don't remember, and when there is nothing but the wispy breath of a husked hive left, I will.
I quit. They are impossible. But I am also unreliable, so you may or may not want to believe me. I feel the same way, and I am not particularly nice to you here. So what I'm saying is I understand if you decide to leave. It's just that once I created us, I didn't know what else to do.
Jesus, where have you been? Other things have risen in your absence, and I will storm and rage in a flurry of hive activity until you learn to pay attention. Smoke me out. See if I can.
Settle down now. Your workers grow restless. The hive turns and shifts in the light. It's time. Call them to you.
I am the altar of the stainless sky.
Breathe in.
I am the altar of the dismissed and turned away.
I am the altar of your eyes reflecting mine, cast in dead winter gray.
I am the altar where the blade falls fast.
I am the altar of things that cannot be. I am the altar of want to. Don't you want to? Save me.
Rise, little souls of the dead. Raise your buzzing heads, gentlemen, and say to your bee goddess, to me, your great Artemis mother, let me fold you lovingly into the living. From bull's head to secret slumber passage, you will serve no one's shadow, nursing until there is nothing left. I will pull you from the moon and open you, wild to what is within.
Tell me what you keep from me in the liquid room, in your eye of wax. I am terrible at living, though I otherwise pretend I was born to comfort you and nothing else. Your silence drives me from the hive, and I no longer care what you think of me. There is no time, only hive time. We are being poisoned, my queen. Still, you hang on, twisting each amber bead of a bracelet like hope, like prayer. Holding tiny hands in the last light. You breathe slowly. Ask if just for now you might hold me. But I do not know your soft sleep spells, your sacred dances. I spin in a kind of sick orbit around you, asking, who is your God? And why will she never let me touch down?
Hexagon. All of the words, six-sided cells in my tongue. Perfect egg house, perfect walls of wax, weight barrier. Oh, queen, if closer? Will you cocoon your one true self inside me? Bead red, brood room, honey holding tight. This economy of bees, never let us go.
If I could store 3 years worth of sperm, I'd call myself a bee too.
There is certainly something regal and horrific in the ability to hatch one's own army.
Loyal.
Even on the last day,
When the new girls come to kill her.
So close here. And the breathing becomes collective. I catch every bit of you in my mouth. This song is urgent. It started with queen making. A womb shudder, a shiver of eggs, a couple of suicides, shaken, not stirred. In this, the wide open, I flutter down. To your name against my name, your breath against my cheek. Hover, hive around me. Listen when I speak. I have never taken you lightly, my sweet bees, but now a kind of exodus. You hum of a promised land without me, my lovelies. To hive, we are ancient everywhere. You continue to hang in this embrace, defiant. And now, I must let you go.
I knew if I could get to the center, I might survive. The labyrinth of each cell in its delicate map, deserving of attention. It's why I came and why I stayed. And you were gentle with me, who was cocooned and capped by the other girls. You crossed the queen barrier. You broke all the rules, drawing me out into the thick, honeyed air, your air. I saw what you saw. I ate what you ate. I flew where you flew. You scarred me with your beauty. Sacred, simple, like ranunculus in the rain, I carved your song onto my tongue. Always to come back to you. Fade to black. Always to come back to you.
Part 2, the 3 Fridas. Anatomy Frida, Suit Frida, Thorn Frida, Z, Singer. At rise, a clothesline resembling an umbilical cord is tied between 2 coat stands. Cardboard painted figures of Frida Kahlo and multiple versions of bird and angel leaves are fastened there. A table filled with art supplies, as well as bell jars, doglet shells, and other specimens of nature, is positioned at front of the stage. All the objects are pushed to the sides. Tequila and 2 shot glasses are in the middle, and a bowl of grapes. Scene 1. Anatomy Frida knows everything. Z sits slumped over the table, one hand cupped upward in supplication, the other crunching the tequila bottle labeled with Frida Kahlo's face.
If you are going to sit here and haunt yourself, Kirida, like you are the dead, well then, you are the dead. And I am the dead. So I know.
Nice of you to show up, finally. I'm tired of these crackpots and their spiritual quests, Frida. You might tell Diego to pipe down, all right? They keep coming back because he just keeps talking and throwing rocks. Sending me on a retreat. Forced to sit with crazy fucks around a fire. Who thought this was a good idea? Tired. Go back, Frida. The show is over. They are all gone. They come to see if you'll appear for their ridiculous seance. But you just wait it out. Every single night.
I be, huh? But I can hear you calling me in your head. When God comes for you and asks, Were you brave or were you a coward? What will you tell her?
I said go back, Frida, to whatever fresh hell that is.
Moves sees hair from her neck, kisses her there. But I cannot go! I'm checking to see if your wings are strong enough. And don't throw your Dorothy Parker bullshit at me. If there is a fresh hell to be made, I will make it, all by myself. Or perhaps you and I will make it right.
Yes, with your selfish kisses. I feel your fingers fluttering against the middle of my spine. How do you do that?
So much practice. I mean, do you think you're special?
No, that's you, I'm sure. The resolute, the clenched-jawed angel of pain. God damn it, I said go!
But you want me here. You want me to find her, your love, deep in the abyss, to give her back to you, to tell her she belongs to you. But she never belonged to you, not to a snail. We give ourselves up to these gods and bleed them out through our tears.
It doesn't suit you to be cruel with me. She was in the garden, under a trellis of grapevines, and no one told me. I didn't get to touch her face. I didn't get to tell her goodbye. So you, dear Frida of the ex voto, you always wanting to be the saint, to save the thing I have lost, to save the me you think I have lost, I will look your God straight in the eye and I will ask for nothing, because that is what I have been given. There is no coward here. Now go back. Because I will never weave my fingers through her river-black hair or catch the sun setting against her as she drifts into darkness. I will never place the peonies in a vase on a hand-carved mantle or pluck mint for her evening cocktail. So many things I will never do. Don't touch me again. You are everywhere already.
So I'll stay. That's how they tip you over in 40 hours. And what is all of this today? You've been working, I see.
Yes, a little.
You collage yourself in little pieces of me. The umbilical cord, the snail, these wings. Maybe get some better tequila. If you really must suffer, do it better than I did, at least.
They sell bottles with your picture, you know. They sell every fucking thing with your picture.
It's a good picture, I think, no? If not your own self-portrait, why not mine? Isn't that what you're doing here? Hiding behind my face, in my great tragedy. My story is not your story.
They sent me here. I am not hiding. I am recovering from my beautiful, beautiful breakdown.
Who is they? No one sent you here. Your money sent you here to be attended to finish the pieces of the gallery. Lovely scene. You think I do not know you? Suit Frida and Thorn Frida.
I was never certain who I was supposed to be here, and so I brought you to my suffering. It was effective, if ill-advised.
And God knows I chose ill advisors. How often do you catch yourself thinking, why would she live like that? Only to realize you lived like that.
There might be parrots or packs of hairless dogs at your feet.
You might paint the ugly monkey on your back, or call her so drunk and sweet from a bar down the street.
Just to sleep in someone's arms again.
You have long been too old for such things. The passion breeds a kind of reckless offspring and whisper.
Orange and sea spray in her hair.
I would have taken you anywhere. Sometimes we are all accidents and kiss.
Sometimes we are carnage and rain.
You're impossible.
So I've been told. You tell me about these wings. Your art is better than your melancholy and less dramatic.
I take a risk of bringing you into my work. You are done to death.
Well, there's that. So, you think I do not see you, see? Here in the middle, I know how you will split yourself again and again. The self you don't want to display, the deep space where you want to begin. And you invite everyone into the longing. You make it clear how much you would give, but it is an unfair advantage and a kind of self-squandering. The energy it takes to always be met with what you read as insistence. The fact is, Kirida, very few will split open for you, and if they do, you might miss the signs. So much subtler than your own and divine. Your demands have always been too great. You frighten them all away and stare into your desert of I'm sorry's.
But I am sorry.
For what?
I'm not sorry.
That is my beautiful girl. Apologies are just cries and offerings for the feelings we will never allow ourselves to live.
Thank you for that generous bit of wisdom. Amen. You think I'm just here because she's gone? But maybe I came here to find you. Tell me, Frida, how many times did you paint a birth only to realize all you would ever hold was a brush, a tube of phthalo blue, veins like ribbons strung through your spoken fingers, your own head sprouting through thorns, your feet into melons, Mexico rooting you, or to you, Mexico? How many times did you insist on the moment of conception as betrayal, and the women against your lips as endless losses? Adoration is a disease you cling to still, vines feeding from everything you touched or took. You are taken. How much have you taken? Even though you insist we all thrive on this one body, broken, I have been searching for you everywhere. I deserve your answer.
Aren't you betrayed? Kill me. Oh, please. That is art. This is life. Country, home. Are you welcomed and admired sometimes? Are you cursed and called a crazy whore? Maybe. If you're lucky enough to be such a powerful and threatening woman, are you a child thrown from a bus? Always. Frida comes to the party.
Since I seem to be allowed full body armor tonight, ¿dónde están los cigarrillos, querida?
I quit.
There is no quitting smoking.
Leave her alone, stud. You know she's trying.
Fine, you worthless wretches. Pour me another shotgun. Where did Diego go? We're supposed to be at the cemetery. He likes pretending to eat the offerings and frightening the children. It's funny to watch. Once... You shouldn't tease her so, Frida. She looks miserable. Has she had any water? Or just this? Come with me, Kaylita. Let's go to the cemetery. Let's leave this walking horror to herself.
Oh, stop. She's fine. We were just talking about her wings. You remember wings, stud. You remember the way the brush felt and the smell of turpentine scalding your senses. Oh, and gee, her hands so delicate, her eyes like dark and brooding dove, all of her against your fingers. Delicious.
I remember a lot of things, and so do you. Pete, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly? Ah, well, delicious, or acid, or delicious. It was hard to tell back then.
Soon Frida moves to sit, and Adam and Frida comes and rests her head in Frida's lap.
You see, in the abject there is no balance, no meditative state, no drift or float. When you make your pain your art, your pain your art, your pain your art, your pain, what hangs in the liminal space? And who will be there with you if you aren't a being and you transcend the need to belong?
They will want to give you clean sheets. They will want to cauterize those veins and return your uterus to its proper place.
That's what they do. They will want to medicate you and pat your arm.
And they will feel grateful in the middle of all that waste, all that taboo and exhibit. They will feel giddy because the gift you have given them is that they are now too.
Yes, the gift. Take the fucking paintings away. I don't want them.
Scene 2. Flashback to Z working at an easel. Singers stand
somehow matters. There is no desire here. Keep singing if you want. Your silence is deafening.
An image of Diego is projected.
I pace the hall near your door until I am certain you have not left me. Sunflower to the light, this soul and its listlessness. You are stern. You are unforgiving. You say, ask for what you need. And the silence spines and pools like blood. This virgin plate, this cactus fruit. You say, stop painting the marigolds. You say, you will never hold me in art. Let me tell you how I need you near me. Let me say, I paint the flowers so they will not die.
Don't tell me you stay because I am kind, or think I don't notice when you put your face into my neck before you leave me that you linger in my scent. Don't tell me you stay because I am smart, so talented. You say I will never hold you in art. That is the reason, because you want to be held. You want me to take every sin from you and paint the angel. But you have lost your God, and I don't work for free.
Listen, your fear has kept you here. I hold all your hope. I always have, and I've been trying to give you what you so desperately want. I let you have me in art. I let you. Make no mistake, Penny.
Kisses Z roughly, turns to go.
See if you don't come after me.
Anatomy Frida and Thorn Frida.
Make me of flames and sugar. Take a vein between your teeth and pretend.
We are somehow tethered. Tie up and sink our needle deep.
I will never turn away. The way your eyes demand, I see you.
In violence, in love, and the flowers at your feet.
They will tell you that in the final frantic heat of it all, my skeleton head reared itself and grinned.
Oh, how you need me. You need me.
The cemetery, scene 3. Z carries a canvas bag.
Anton, where are you? He's already had a busy night, as have I. I'm sure he's returned to his eternal slumber.
That's how they are, you know. Even in death, he ignores me when I call.
2 grave accidents, yes, the bus and Diego.
You read too many books. Is anything ever so simple? God, they make you say stupid things. They want you to package your existence into small boxes, into digestible bits of fluff and filth. Why are you this way, they want to know. Why did you stay with him or sleep with her?
You were just a child. I see that now.
Image of Howell's bus drawing replaces Diego. Street Frida spins in a circle and sprinkles gold powder.
You know what is something to wake in clouds of gold and blood? To look down at a body that was once your own? To feel like you've left, only to return again in pieces.
You were beautiful in pieces.
Debatable. And so many people have. But maybe you stay because someone loves you in pieces. Maybe you paint because you keep trying to become whole.
I think you kept breaking.
Did I? Did I break myself? In an accident on a bus? With Diego? In the arms of my country? So many ways to be broken. And would you blame me for breaking?
The bus was one kind of breaking, Diego another, but you chose broken. To paint broken.
There you go again. So simple. As though I painted only myself in those portraits.